Hello, reacting video. Today we want to take a look at the new released Gimmighoul in the Little Cup, I guess. This Pokemon only has one fast move and one charge move. There's not a lot that I can do about this. It only has Astonish and Shadow Ball. This video in general is not really to showcase the new best Pokemon whatever. No, it's just kind of to talk about what's happening right now, what you're going to expect from me as well for this Pokemon specifically in the next few weeks, I guess. How you get this Pokemon, what this Pokemon actually can do. I already made a video a little bit earlier about this. If you didn't see that, definitely check that one out as well, where I took a look at the evolution. We also know at least the current moveset of the evolution as well, which is going to be Hex, Astonish as fast moves, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Focus Blast as charge moves, which is going to be an interesting one as well. Very good Pokemon for the Master League. The pre-evolution here, as you can see, like, look how small that thing is. Like, it's literally the smallest Pokemon in the game right now for sure. Like, holy hell. But yeah, the pre-evolution definitely doesn't do anything really in either the Great or the Little Cup here, as you can see. Actually, you might be able to get them pretty close to Great League. I like CP there as well. Like, I caught somewhere in the wild when I went outside today, non-weather boosted at like around 800 CP. So I think like you could theoretically get them till maybe like 1200 or something if you fully XL them. But this Pokemon sadly currently at least only has one fast and one charge move, which is not really ideal, but it's exclusive to Pokemon Go. Here, by the way, my opponent got some extra fast move damage and fast move energy in general there, because I tried to log in into something on my PC, and of course I get a pop-up on my phone, so I had to cut this one out real quick, but they got like some free moves here, which is kind of crucial because they definitely got to the moves a little bit too fast there compared to what I was going for, but like, it doesn't matter, it's just a test battle anyway. Otherwise, how do you get this Pokemon right now? You have to have the Scarlet, like Scarlet or Violet, the games for the Switch. You need a Switch, of course, as well. You're going to go ahead, go into your settings for Pokemon Go, and you go, in general, you have to download first for Scarlet and Violet a new patch, as well as for Pokemon Go a new version. Then you can connect your Switch with, in the settings from Pokemon Go with like in general, the, I think, mystery gift settings for Scarlet and Violet. If you did this, you're going to be able to then send over a postcard, and this postcard will grant you access to the coin bag there, which will allow you to spawn basically like a normal instance for 30 minutes. Gimmighoul around you, you have to walk for it. If you don't walk, you get 5 spawns in general. If you do walk, I got, I think, 32 or 33 spawns while I was walking, so that was pretty decent. But yeah, like it's going to take a while to get the actual, like, not even candy are not really the biggest issue, but the coins to evolve it. You need 999 coins to evolve this Pokemon into Gholdengo, and the only way to get this is either catch those Pokemon. You actually get coins, even though the game doesn't show it to you, from catching this Pokemon in the wild. Here, by the way, look at this beautiful catch of a double resisted move that still does half of my health. But yeah, you can get them from actually catching those Pokemon in the wild through the special instance basically there. But also you can get them from the golden stops. And what most likely going to happen on YouTube in the near future is that somebody going to be able to showcase the new Gholdengo very fast or whatever, and like whoever are going to send them the gameplay or whatever they try to do with that, like, it's most likely going to be some crazy grinder, let me say it in those words, that went ahead and spent all the Pokestops, because it's currently the only reliable source of getting that fast. Because even though those Pokestops are very rare right now outside, I mean, it's only for like one day anyway, where they're currently outside till 4 PM my time, at least tomorrow. You can see some golden stops currently outside, but this is currently the only way to get basically infinite of those coins. Otherwise, you're currently bounded to catching those Gimmighouls in the wild that give you, I think, like, nearly always a 1 or something. I think some gave me 2, some gave me 0, some gave me 1, something like that. Coins into your bag. I'm currently at 70 coins, so like for me it's most likely going to take like 2 weeks of daily grinding to get enough coins to evolve my Gimmighoul. But of course I'm going to do this, because why not? But there's no way to get it really faster other than currently the golden stops, which I don't really think is a viable strategy to spin. When I was outside today, I found like 3 out of, I think, 100 stops that I can see in my city. 3 were like golden, which is not really a lot, to be fair. So yeah, that's for that. So like whenever you're going to see this Pokemon again in the evolution in the near future, like unless it's in like 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks or something, it's most likely someone that used the golden stops right now quite a lot. But yeah, that's just something for that. But yeah, this Pokemon itself, the little pre-evolution, is not really the best one at all. The stats are really horrible. It's, I think, a really attack-rated Pokemon. And the evolution is also very attack rated, so it's a very good Master League Pokemon, gets nearly to 4000 CP. I think if you best buddy it, it actually reaches 4000 CP, which is pretty decent. It has an amazing typing by having the Steel plus the Ghost type. This is only Ghost typing. Also, if you go outside, by the way, and try to get this Pokemon through the method, the only method that currently is possible, try to Mega Evolve Gengar. Gengar will give you the bonus for candies and XL candies. I only remember this like 5 minutes into my instance and was like, oh, that's kind of nice. And I think afterwards I got like 22 XL candy or something for this Pokemon already, which is really cool. One gave me like 3 or something, which was nice. But other than this Pokemon itself is not really the best. Well, here we see the Shroomish going to knock us out, but still a fun one to showcase in general. This video is more here for talking than really showcasing the most amazing Pokemon ever. We can also do like actual commentary now. We see a Grimer, which I actually completely forgot when I played those battles because I had to do thumbnails and whatever in the back one as well. We see the Baniri here. This is his signature Pokemon. He loves his Baniri. He even plays at the Master League. Very cool dude here, by the way. He supports the channel while commentating or in general, being active in the chat when I'm streaming for like a long time already. So thanks for that. I remember all the names, of course, that I'm interacting with in the community more frequently. So very cool dude here. Gave me also a lot of times very cool gameplay already. As you're going to be able to go ahead and go for one Weather Ball here, going to get shielded against the Chespin. At this point of time, I literally didn't remember what they had in the lead. I'm going to shield this move up there. Maybe not the smartest decision, but I can go ahead and knock them out here, hopefully. But they actually still have a shield left. Now it's just the Grimer against my entire team there. But they have a shield advantage. I didn't know how fast they would get to the Mud Bomb. Maybe could have calculated this a little bit better. Still going to be able to survive that, and now we're going to have resisted Poison Jab against my Astonish. Astonish is one of the moves that I really hope that get buffed, because there is no reason to have such a horrible fast move there. A lot of cool Pokemon that would really appreciate a buff there. Learn Astonish. So Astonish or Hex would be something I would really love to see getting boosted right now for the new upcoming season. But of course, I don't know anything about this yet. There is nothing that we will know about this, currently at least. And here my opponent actually has a really cool Pokemon. It's an XL0. This is a very spicy Pokemon to use. This Pokemon is very bulky, has access to Bubble, but unlike its evolution, it's not a water type. Like, this is still a normal and fairy type. So Body Slam going to do some stab damage here actually, which it wouldn't do otherwise. But Bubble, for example, here doesn't do stab damage, which has as a fast move, so a very cool one there. We're going to be able to shield up the charge move from the opponent, going to be a Body Slam with 2 shields down, but we're going to be able to get those shields back anyway, as we can go ahead and go for some Weather Ball here against the opponent. Nidoqueen going to shield this one up, and we can go for another one, going for the actually damage output there, like it doesn't even knock them out straight away. We can go for the Body Slam, and I can try to catch the move here now, and they sadly were already at the Earth Power, which doesn't knock me out, but I have to swap out anyway. And we see sadly a Sneasel in the back. That's going to be not the best, and as you can see here, we are at the same CP level, but the damage output that this opponent had there, like wild. Sneasel just completely wrecked me here. Luckily we can go for one Body Slam, we can farm them down, and can we actually get the knockout here? No, we cannot. But still, very cool there. As we go into the next game, and most likely also already the last game. Of course, not a long video here. This is not a complete competitive guide here how to use this Pokemon in Little Cup. If we ever even get Little Cup back, it's just to talk a little bit about it. Hope you enjoyed this video though. If it helped you as well for like knowing how to get this Pokemon itself, please leave a like on it. And yeah, that's going to be the last one here with the Dustox. Very cool Pokemon. I didn't give my opponents, by the way, any instruction. I just said go ahead and go for 500 CP. So some people just brought some really crazy stuff like a 500 CP Raikou, as we saw before already. And here we see like a Dustox. Like, there was no real rule set because this is not a real showcase for me to try to showcase how good this Pokemon is, because it's not really good. And I think 10 minutes are totally enough for this one, as a Body Slam coming through doesn't knock them out, sadly. I will be able to go ahead and go for the shield here, as we're going to see another Pokemon in the back that I don't want to face. It's going to be a Steel Waddle. So Waddle is going to be able to go ahead and farm me down. I'm going to go for one Body Slam and go for another one. My idea here is now to try to farm them down with my Gimmighoul, as I will be able to then go ahead and go for one Shadow Ball against whatever comes in, and it's going to one-shot everything in the meta. And the fast move of the opponent is resisted, but sadly, my fast move is so horrific that I'm not even able to farm down here, and one Seed Bomb is enough. Still, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!